So lads, today we're going to be talking about the new content in MyTEAM. And I'm going to be honest, I am like somewhere in the middle of like this being a decent drop and it being a severely disappointing drop. Because lads, it's good. Like there's one big reason why I don't like it. And it's because, like, first of all, I don't know. I think the lack of budget cards has really skewed any sort of positivity away from me in this game. Because normally, it used to always be when there was an ass drop of cards. There was, with the one exception of maxed out in 2K22, there used to always be, no matter how bad the drop of cards was, there was always, like, a really interesting player. So, like, if you looked back in the day, let me just scroll back to, like, what was a scrub day of cards? I mean, this wasn't even a good... This was not a good day for cards. Because these diamonds sucked. I didn't even like Chris taps. But you know what? Like, I used Kobe White for a little bit. I used Jalen Suggs one of my point guards. He was a beast. I even... Like, this Brian Russell was in my damn squad at one stage. So, like, there used to always be this type of card. And I think with the lack of budget players, if the best cards in the set aren't God tier, and neither are the mid-tier cards, it automatically sucks. Because there's no, like, oh, let's add a card into our squad for fun anymore. But, like, the rookies aren't bad. Like, Murray's fine. That's the best word I can say about him. Keegan Murray is absolutely fine as a player. I don't think he's good. Like, if you look at this guy's stats when fully evoed, he's got bad defense, bad defensive badges, and sure, he's got guard up and a mediocre 3-ball, but his release sucks. And he can't move. He's 6'8" with Joel Embiid dribble style. So, like, he's as good as worthless. I know he's a silver bully, but he's as good as worthless. Trust me on that. He's as good as worthless. Dyson Daniels is not a bad defender. That's what he does. Like, he's going to be a really solid defender who gets floor general and gold dimer. So he's going to be a nice little point guard. But again, you can't really do anything with the ball in his hand because he doesn't come with handles for days, quick first step, or clamp breaker. So, like, you're not even getting the ball. You're not going to be able to go by anyone with him. He's also got a 25 standing dunk. So if he goes under the basket, even at 6'6", he's not going to dunk it. His dunk tendencies aren't great, I don't think. Like 70 dunk tendency, it's going to be hard to actually get a dunk off with him. And sure, he's going to be a mediocre shooter, but he's still got a 69 3-ball. Like, Dyson Daniels is a solid defensive point guard. But the only thing is that, like, the only situation I see him being useful is if you want to run Michael Jordan as your primary ball handler. Or somebody at the shooting guard. But primary ball handlers are point guards this year. D-Rose and Mitchell exist, so for most people, I don't really see a point. And again, these cards aren't fun cards, by the way. You can't cook with either. You cannot cook with Keegan Murray. You straight up can't because he can't move. You can't cook with Dyson Daniels because they've nerfed the living crap out of both of these players' offense. Neither of them can play offense. And his shaedon Sharpe has a release on slow. Like, he's one that should be decent on offense. He's going to bully. He comes with, like, silver quick first step, silver clamp breaker. He's not a terrible defender. Can't really shoot, though, and it's a release on slow. He might be fun to use. But he's, like, the only one that you're really going to be able to do anything with in this game. And you're going to be able to put the ball in the basket consistently. And then these evos, I think, are going to be painful because I reckon Dyson Daniels is going to be steal. And would you have ever guessed that he doesn't get glove until he gets fully evoed? I'm guessing steal, dunks, and rebounds. That's my guess for these. If Dyson Daniels assists, that would be really easy. That would be a nice one to have. But like Shawn Livingston as a player is not terrible. But again, that's literally it. He's fine. He's objectively fine. And like, this is the one thing I don't like about today's drop is that every card is objectively fine, other than Alex English. I'll talk about him in a video later. Jalen Green is fine. He's like a completely poor man's version of Zach LaVine. Like, that's what he is. He's quick. He will dunk. He doesn't have his LaVine dribble style, LaVine dunk. He's a severely poor man's version of Levine. People are saying W. Like, he's probably the only card you can really have fun with today, but he's going to be 70, 80k. And you can have fun with Jalen Green. I'm not having any argument otherwise. You can have fun with him. I'm not trying to make that argument. But he is the first player so far that I can't say just objectively fine. And man, like, this is the only word I can use to describe this guy here. What I've highlighted. Look what I've highlighted with my cursor. That is the only way to describe Khris Midman. He is the mid-man. That's what I'm calling him now. He's mid-man because he's so damn mid. One of the best wings in the game. No, he's not. Good card, he's a baited shot. Top 4 small forward in the game. What game are we playing? He can't dunk or shoot. And you might be saying, oh, he has all these badges. Try shoot the ball, Khris Middleton. This release is horrific. What are we talking about here? He can't dunk or shoot. And his defense is fine. Like, let's compare him to Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is a way better card. Like, way better. I get it, he's got half clamps, but like, Khris Middleton's not going to clamp anyone in. Brown is way better. Like, Middleton has got 56 less stats, despite having a 66 advantage in post moves, which don't matter for a guard. So that means he is minus 100 stats in the things that matter. Minus 100 on Jalen Brown. And you want to know what? This guy's also better than Khris Middleton. Danny Green is better than Khris Middleton. I know he's at minus 99 total stats, but there's 100 total stats difference in the post. Danny Green's better at everything on defense. Minus 4 speed, Danny Green's a better shooter. Dunking wise, they're the same. Speedball basically the same. Okay, yeah, you get a plus 7 ball handle. Few extra badges. Green's release is one of the best in the game. Green's way better than Khris Middleton. And you want to know who else is better than him as well? For a similar price? Or not even for similar. Benedict Mathurin's better than him. I know the stats are minus 200 and you're only looking at minus 19 there. But Mathurin's got one of the best releases in the game and Dunk has a 90 dunk. Like, where does the 200 even come from? Because he's minus 34. Ah, I was about to say, he's a minus 200 on his Sapphire. Okay, that makes sense. Which means that Mathurin probably has more total stats than him when Mathurin gets that boost. I wouldn't be surprised if Mathurin's close or has more total stats as a diamond as Middleton. Like, he is just straight up mid. It is Khris Midman. And that's it. Like, this set of cards is like, Jalen Green's interesting. It is the most boring set of cards ever. There's not even a freaking Mathurin. The one thing that gives me a little bit of excitement is the one unique card in this game is the one unique card in this entire set is the takeover reward. So that gives me a little bit of hope that he's unique. But lads, this set is so average. It's so average.